Fourscore and more years ago, a people stood on this continent and declared something radical. The liberty was not the inheritance of the few, but the birthright of all. And from distant shores they came, with accents, with scars, with nothing but hope in their hands. And together they built a nation. Today, we find ourselves in a season of testing, not a battlefield of muskets and cannons, but a battlefield of conscience. The question before us is not simply about borders. It is not merely about policy. It is about principle. Can a nation conceived in liberty remain faithful to its own creed? Can we guard our laws without abandoning our humanity? It is fitting, yes, that the sovereign nation should secure its borders. It is proper that laws be enforced. Order matters, structure matters, safety matters. But in the large sense, we cannot forget something essential. The strength of this republic has always come from those who journeyed far to claim its promise. The railroads were laid by hands that once trembled at Ellis Island. The farms were tilled by families who crossed deserts and oceans. The factories, the small businesses, the churches, the neighborhoods, they were built by people who were once called foreign. And yet, every generation fear rises. Fear that there is not enough, fear that identity will be lost, fear that compassion will weaken us. But history tells us a different story. Compassion has never weakened this country, it has strengthened it. The world may not remember what we say in this hour, but it will remember what we choose, because generations yet unborn will inherit our decisions. Will we inherit a nation hardened by suspicion, or one refined by justice? Will they inherit walls built from fear, or laws shaped by wisdom and humanity together? We must be clear, this is not a call for chaos. It is not a call to abandon structure. A nation without laws is not free, but a nation without mercy forgets who it is. The war before us is not simple. It requires balance, it requires courage, it requires leaders and citizens who can hold two truths at once. The borders matter and the people matter. The sovereignty matters and the dignity matters. It is for us, the living, to continue the unfinished work of liberty, to shape immigration laws that are firm yet humane, secure yet just, orderly yet compassionate. To remember that being American has never been about blood alone, but about belief. Belief in freedom, belief in opportunity, belief that someone can arrive with nothing and become something. This nation was not perfected in a single generation. It will not be perfected in ours, but it can be strengthened. If we refuse the easy path of outrage, if we resist the temptation of division, if we choose principle over politics, let it be said of us that when tested, we did not shrink, that when confronted with complexity, we did not retreat to slogans, that we renew the covenant of freedom, not by narrowing it, but by stewarding it wisely. May we prove that government of the people, by the people, for the people, remains worthy of those who seek its shelter. And may this nation, strengthened by many stories, yet united in purpose, continue striving towards more perfect union. Because the measure of a country is not how loudly it speaks of liberty, but how faithfully it lives it.